I needed my glasses to see today, so you guys are gonna get the glasses with the reflection and you're gonna be happy about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that red subscribe button because I post new videos every single week and they're always about something scary, cool, or fun. I've been watching The Crown on Netflix and it's literally my favorite show. I just finished season 2 and I'm so sad that I have to wait until next December to watch season 3. But if you haven't watched it, make sure that you do because it's really interesting. The reason why I wanted to do a conspiracy theory video on the British royal family is because I think they do have so much history and so many creepy things about them. Once again, I'd like to remind you guys that conspiracy theories are just that. They're theories. Doesn't make them true, but it doesn't make them false either. So the first conspiracy theory about the British royal family is that Queen Elizabeth is actually a cannibal. Cannibalism was actually something that existed and happened in the British royal family 300 years ago, and they consisted of eating the eyes, liver, brain, and several other organs of fallen soldiers. So that's pretty creepy. Human flesh was said to sustain life and give people a lot of energy. It was said to keep them alive for much longer than regularly expected. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Queen Elizabeth II, the current reigning monarch, is extremely energized for a woman of 91 years old. Just saying, she could be a cannibal too. Maybe she's over there storing some kind of interesting meat products in her fridge. That's one of the theories. Let's go on to number 2. I keep wanting to say Prince Henry and I don't know why. I wonder if I'm predicting something. There's a theory that says that the reason why Meghan Markle is marrying Prince Harry is because Britain will eventually take over the United States once again. Just hear me out, okay? So this theory states that Meghan Markle, an American, is going to marry Prince Harry because if everything is aligned properly and Prince William does not become king one day, perhaps Prince Harry will become king. I guess Prince Harry's children with Meghan Markle would be American because the mother's American. Therefore, he would be able to become president in the United States and also become a British royal monarch, and that would be insane. But I don't know. I don't know if that would work because I guess if Prince William were to die or something happened to him, he abdicated or something, then wouldn't it be his children that would take over? I don't know how that works. So maybe that's why these two people are getting married, and not so much because they're in love, but because they want to create this ultimate royal family for both Britain and America. Maybe we'd all have British accents. The next British royal family conspiracy theory is not so lighthearted, and it has to do with Princess Diana, or Lady Diana.
This is CNN Breaking News.
I'm Jean Meserve in Washington. In Paris, France tonight, a tragedy. Britain's Princess Diana has been in an automobile accident. She has been injured. Her companion, DODI FAYED, with whom she has been romantically linked over the past month or so, reportedly was killed. This accident happened in Paris, in a tunnel along the Seine River. According to some reports, paparazzi photographers were chasing the car in which the princess was riding, apparently in an effort to get her photograph.
And for those that don't know, crazy that you don't know, Prince William and Prince Harry's mother was Lady Diana, and she died on August 31st, 1997. A lot of people still speculate 20 years later that she was actually killed or murdered by the British royal family. That's because her death was super strange. I mean, there's so many elements to her death that were very odd and that didn't really make sense to a lot of people, including myself. So on the night of August 31st, 1997, Lady Diana was leaving the Ritz Hotel with DODI FAYED, who was a Muslim millionaire that she was reportedly dating, and Henri Paul, who was her driver. A lot of people speculate that the reason why the British royal family may have wanted to kill Lady Diana was because she was seeing a Muslim man. They probably saw her relationship with DODI FAYED as a threat to the church. Lady Diana was super popular and she was a celebrity, so paparazzi naturally followed her wherever she went. So here they are driving really fast, trying to get away from the paparazzi, and they go under a tunnel in Paris. Witnesses say that they saw a very bright flash before they crashed into the 13th pillar. Now, DODI FAYED died on impact. Lady Diana did not die on impact, but she was very severely injured. Till this day, no one really knows where that bright flash came from. That was very mysterious. The fact that she hit the 13th pillar. 13 is considered an unlucky number in many countries, including France. And another weird thing that happened was after her car accident, she was kept in the car for an extraordinary amount of time before the ambulance actually came to get her, to take her to the hospital. Granted, I do understand that sometimes you can't move people who are severely injured. Moving them actually causes them more harm than good, but in this instance I thought it was strange. Next was the ambulance ride from the car accident to the hospital. It took an extraordinary amount of time to get her from one place to the other. By the time they actually got her inside the hospital, she was basically already dead. EMTs working on that ambulance stated that they couldn't move the ambulance fast enough because they were trying to keep her stabilized and trying to keep her stats vital until they got her to the hospital, but they were driving extremely slow. It's like to the point where it seemed a bit ridiculous. Another very strange thing about Lady Diana's death was that her body was partially embalmed. Hospital workers did not treat her body as they should have. They were supposed to put her in cold storage, keep the body a certain temperature, make sure that the body was preserved so that they could run the proper tests after her passing away. But instead, she was kept in a very hot, humid room where the body quickly decomposes, and her body was partially embalmed, leading people to believe that she was actually pregnant with DODI FAYED's baby at the time, and her being partially embalmed keeps her from being able to be tested for pregnancy. Maybe they knew she was pregnant. Maybe they didn't want there to be a Muslim child in the British royal family, knowing that the royal family is very intertwined with the Christian church. I mean, it's a very odd. Another conspiracy theory is that the British royal family is very intertwined with not only the Christian church, but also a lot of Satanism and occult activity. Shrewsbury Buckingham Palace is actually running an underground young children's grooming sexual occult group. Several witnesses have said that they've seen young boys trying to escape Buckingham Palace, and apparently they were in the nude. Is there some sort of weird sexual occult ring happening at Buckingham Palace that the royal family knows about? Who knows? That shit is creepy. Another awesome and cool conspiracy theory about the British royal family is that the British royal family are vampires, and this one kind of has a little bit of truth to it. So Dracula was an incredibly popular movie monster, and he was actually inspired by Vlad the Impaler, who was a prince in Romania. Actually, he was from Transylvania, which makes a lot of sense, right? He was into some pretty gory stuff, as his name implies. So Vlad the Impaler suffered from porphyria, which gives its sufferers vampire-like symptoms. That includes a desire to drink blood and having very pale, very cold skin. Vlad the Impaler was also incredibly violent. He was actually known for impaling his victims and putting them up on these poles to slowly die in the midday sun, and he would usually eat his dinner while watching them slowly dying. So that means that if the British royal family is related to Vlad the Impaler, could it mean that they are vampires and that they have vampire-like symptoms, including not being able to age and maybe having the queen's energy and insatiable taste for life? So those are my British royal family conspiracy theories. I hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun with you guys today. I love you so much, and thank you to all my new subscribers. You know I love you. If you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you hit that red subscribe button right here. Not a button, just a reminder. I really appreciate if you guys shared my videos too, especially on social media, so that other people can find me and maybe join our Eddie Q family. If you haven't checked out my latest video, make sure that you do. I have it right here for you, and this is an actual button that you can click. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.